Ball in full effect. Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Ball is really going well, people. 2 matches, 2 3-0 victories. People were saying Chelsea will collapse. Chelsea will not finish in the top 4 this season. The Real is struggling. They don't have a good squad. Arsenal are miles better. Tottenham is miles better. United can even do well. What has happened? What has happened now? I told you we have a great squad. It just needs a bit of confidence. And people were saying Chelsea's make or break week, AC Milan, Wolves, Crystal Palace, they will be found out. What has happened? 3 wins in a row. Tough place away to Palace. We won. Tough match against Milan at home. We won. Tough match against a defensive Wolves. We won. What a magnificent performance of the team today. It was spectacular, magnificent, and a very comfortable 3-0 win against Wolves. The same Wolves Tottenham struggled to beat. It was a magnificent performance and the guys deserve a lot of credit. A lot of credit. Magnificent performance, and I'm so proud of the boys today, the way they played. Especially the defense was so good today. We did not really struggle on the counter. Attackingly, it was so good. We could easily have won this game 6-0, 7-0, 8-0 if we had the finishing boots. It was so good, people. And today we have a lot to discuss. We'll discuss about the player ratings, particular player performances. Why didn't Oba start? For me, first of all, big up. Thank you so much, sir, to support the channel and join. For me, sir, the only thing was that Chelsea have Milan coming up and we have so many matches that are coming up in a lot of row now. We have AC Milan coming up, then we have a Premier League match, then we have a Champions League match, then we have a Premier League match, then we have a Champions League match, then we have a Premier League match, and then we have a Carabao Cup match against Manchester City. Because now fixtures are coming thick and fast. Every 3 days there is a match. I think Aubameyang cannot play every match. So this is why Aubameyang was rested, Sterling was rested, Thiago Silva was rested, Reece James was rested, so that they can be ready for the Milan game. And I think this was a good decision for me, sir, because people like Pulisic got a chance and Havertz got a chance, and it was a good performance by the players in the bench. So now people were going to have a lot of discuss today on the individual player performance, player rating, the manager, and a lot more stuff. So before we start, do hit the like button, subscribe button. Let's have a fantastic chat today, people. Fantastic chat. So coming on towards the goals today, that was 3 goals we scored today. First one was by Kai Havertz, a very big goal. Anshul Bhai in the chat, getting straight, clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet. Massive Anshul Bhai. Thank you first of all so much, Anshul Bhai, to support the channel. And people watching, do like and subscribe. Anshul Bhai, what a victory. What a victory. And I'm becoming an astrologer. I have myself said that we'll win this game 3-0. I'm becoming an astrologer. I said 3-0 AC Milan, we beat them. I said 3-0 Wolves, we beat them. So you have to say I'm becoming some sort of astrologer and I have to predict more Chelsea games because it looks like what I predict, it does happen. So I'm so happy, Anshul Bhai, a massive victory today. We needed that. I'll show you the Premier League table as well because now, people, it is looking good. It is looking really good. First of all, on the 2 goal scorers, Pulisic needed a goal so badly and that was such a good goal. Christian Pulisic scored a beautiful goal, people. That was a magnificent finish. It looks so easy, but that was an easy finish. That was a very good finish. Kai Havertz must finish. It was 47th minute and Anshul Bhai will agree with me. It was looking like same old 0-0 draw. Wolves make it 0-1. We cry. We are sad. But Kai Havertz scored a beautiful goal and then the complexion of the second half changed. We were no longer chasing the game. It was Wolves chasing the game and then it became easier for us. But people, in this photo, we haven't got one person, but he deserves massive plaudits for today. That is Mason Mount. What a performance. What a performance in Mason Mount. Absolutely stupendous. Beautiful performance by Mason Mount. And Abhishek Bhai in the chat, up the Chelsea, mighty Chelsea Abhishek Bhai. And Mason Mount deserves a massive credit. After the Milan game, I told Ankit, Reece and Sterling will be rested and he said he can't be done. Anshul Bhai, you see my predicted lineup today. I did the same. I just thought for James, I was a bit surprised because I thought James is needed. But Azpilicueta played a beautiful game. Azpi was magnificent today for me, Anshul Bhai. And it was such good to see him playing the way he always does. For me, even I won't lie, I still think the age is not right. And I still think Azpi, sadly, is not a starter for Chelsea. But if we continue these performances, the future for Chelsea and everything is looking very good. And so far today, it was a magnificent victory for us today. Now, on the post-match thoughts and victory, I'm so sorry, people. I was not able to update the scores here. I apologize for my mistake. So it's written in the banner below, Chelsea 3, Wolves 0. A massive victory today for us, people. Massive victory. First, we started the game with a good intensity. For me, Mason Mount started the game very well. Christian Pulisic was playing really well. Huge appreciation for Capatino. Absolutely agreed, Abhishek Bhai. It was a magnificent performance by Azpilicueta. He played like a true captain, and now the competition for places in the team is really increasing, which is really good to see. I still don't understand with goal size 7.32 m. 2.4. Okay. It was size about Kai Pulisic can't shoot on target in first 30 minutes. I do agree. I think, but Pulisic hit a very good shot for me, Anshul. That was a very good save by Jose Sa, because I think a commentator was also saying this thing. If people noticed that Jose Sa made a very good earlier movement before Pulisic ball nearly arrived towards the corner. It was a very good shot, and Jose Sa made a good save. It does look very easy when we see on the television, but that was a very good save by Jose Sa. Pulisic for me had a good game, but he should have made it 1-0 with his header. I think Kai Havertz had a tough chance, but player like Aubameyang or a top striker really puts it in the net. So we have to improve these things, because I think Abhishek Bhai will agree with me on this. I think Anshul Bhai will agree with me on this, that if we were more clinical, this could have been Chelsea 6, Chelsea 7 or Wolves 0. If City are getting these chances, City will win this game 7 or 8-0. So we do need to improve our clinicalness. And I want Chalobah starting. I think he was fantastic. I think today, even in the back two for me, Abhishek Bhai, he was beautiful today. He played a very good game for me. Solid performance. And starting off with the defense today, for me, Koulibaly had a very good performance. I think Koulibaly, unlike against Milan, was very, very calm. He was good. He handled, and interceptions were very, very important. Koulibaly had a very, very good game today. Kepa, big praise. Kepa came out so many times on the when Wolves were counter-attacking, and that was so refreshing to see. Kepa was very good today with the ball as well, which is a massive, massive positive. Chalobah was good. Cucurella was toasted for me by Adama Traore, but that block was stupendous, because that was going to be Chelsea 2, Wolves 1, and the game changes. A magnificent block by Cucurella. You go towards the midfield, Jorginho had a good performance. He was spraying the passes, he was making the forward passes, and it was good to see Jorginho doing what it is best. With Loftus-Cheek being also good as well, continuing his good performance against Milan. We go towards Gallagher, and Gallagher brought a lot of energy into the match. He made some good runs as well, which is so good to see. And Gallagher was beautiful as well. But now coming to the main three, Mount, Havertz, Pulisic, all of three of them were fantastic. Havertz made some good striker runs, a very good header. Pulisic scored a beautiful goal, and he also made the right movements and was very threatening in the game. But the biggest credit has to go to Mason Mount, because that was stupendous. Very good assist on the first one, but more than assist, the run he made. People keep criticizing, Mason Mount is a workaholic. His workaholic was the one which won him the ball back. His desire, his ethic, his passion was the one which won Chelsea the ball on the corner. Then he gave to Chalobah, then Chalobah gave to Mount, and then he crossed it. Mount is an epitome of hard work and success. He's so good right now. So it was so good to see, and I was so happy with Mason Mount. And along with that, we go towards others as well. I think Pulisic was very good in the game again, and Havertz was good, and Broja getting the much needed goal. I was so happy for Broja. A very well taken goal, a proper striker finish, and it was a very, very good goal by Broja as well. Good pass by Kovacic, while the other substitute had not much time, so had not much impact in the game. So I cannot really praise them in the high amount. And this could have been Chelsea's 6-7 goals. Absolutely. That could have been 8. We had some massive chances, Anshul Bhai. This could easily have been 8-0 Chelsea, 9-0 Chelsea. My God, the finishing was terrible for the first 45. With the defending from Wolves, we should be netting 4 or 5 goals. I agree. I think we should have smashed them. We should have really smashed them and sent out a statement. But even then, I'm happy with the victory. But we do need to be more clinical, because sometimes, let's say, have a referee clicks on the whistle, and then we are really going in the second half with 0-0, and the problems will only increase. Great confidence booster for Armando. Great day for the young lad. Absolutely. That was a very well taken goal, Abhishek Bhai. We created many chances only because we had too much energy for pressing in front four with RLC as holder. Absolutely agreed, Anshul Bhai. And the front four today brought a lot of energy for me as well. Chelsea has an agenda against my FPL. People will be surprised. Chelsea have really destroyed my FPL today, but at least Havertz scored. I had Aubameyang dropped. I had Reece James dropped. And Kai Havertz at least scored, which made by day. Phil Billing scored as well. But other than that, I'm having a disastrous FPL season. So now, let's have a bit of an individual player discussion, and starting off with Christian Pulisic. Now, Christian Pulisic has been coming under a bit of scanner because of all the things, and he was a bit critical of Thomas Tuchel in his book that he released. USA fans were a bit angry that he's not getting chances and are forcing him to move away. It was a bit toxic as well with Pulisic. Some fans like him, some fans don't like him. For me, I've been saying for a long time that Pulisic is a very talented player, a really intelligent player, makes the right moments, but just is not clicking consistently. Injuries, form, is just not being consistent. So it was good to see Pulisic getting a game, and it was a very, very good finish by Pulisic. Pulisic could easily have had a hat-trick today, but that was a very good performance by Pulisic, but we know best. It was a great runs. He got a heading chance. Yes, that was a miss, but a great run. Pulisic and the ball looked very dangerous today. He was very, very good with the ball as well. There was a certain confidence about him which really made me happy today. The arrogance that I missed of Pulisic. He was very good today, and that finish was his beauty. He also should have had another, but what a save by Jose Sa. And I think this is gonna get good and good for Chelsea. I think the attacking places with the competition is only gonna become more and more good. Pulisic, Gallagher, Sterling, Mason, Kai, Aubameyang, Broja, all the attackers are showing signs of improvement under Potter, and the signs are looking good, people. Pulisic, for me, I've been begging on this channel for a long time that yes, he has not been consistent. Yes, sometimes his fans make me angry, but Pulisic has been deserving of a chance for a long time. He finally gets it, and it was a very, very good performance by Pulisic today. Pulisic with his chance and goal was an 8 for me. Absolutely. He was magnificent Murphy today. Christian Pulisic was just beautiful today. Movement, desire, the runs, the danger in the ball, and the way he used the ball. He was good to see, and it looked like the Christian Pulisic and the Frank Lampard was back today, because that was Christian Pulisic I love, Christian Pulisic I admire, and a Christian Pulisic defenders really get scared of. Imagine an attack. We got both Leo and Nkunku, maybe Trossard next season. But the thing is, if these players come unshulbite, a lot of players will have to leave. So we have to see who leaves and who really Potter really desires to leave and get. Because we still don't know what's the desire of Potter. Potter needs 2-3 months with his players before he makes his final analysis. Now, a bit of talk on Kai Havertz. Is Kai Havertz world class and can he be consistent? Now on Kai Havertz, I've been clear for a long time that I will never drop my stocks on this guy. But I can also be angry upon him. Kai Havertz is a really talented player, and he has a world-class talent. I repeat, a world-class talent. But the only problem is he has never been consistent. He has never been consistent in goal scoring. He has never been consistent in chance creation. And that is where Havertz has always been really downfall, because he is a talented player. His movement is really good. His passing is good. His touch on the ball is good. His finishing is good when he's required. And he's a very smart player, a very slicky player. And when he's on his best, he's so good to watch. But the only problem with Kai Havertz is the consistency. He was splendid today, stupendous. He was magnificent today, Kai Havertz. From the start, he was making runs. He was really going on between the pockets of space left by Bulls and threatening them. His touch on the ball was good. His starting shot was good. He was really getting into the right positions. He was pressing from the front. He was not allowing Bulls to play from the back. And Kai was very good today. The only thing with Kai Havertz that I have a problem and the Chelsea fans have a problem is the consistency, because it's so good. Kai Havertz is a generational talent, a very talented player. But the only problem is that he's never consistent. If Kai Havertz becomes a consistent player, I'm guaranteeing you this guy is going to be world class for Chelsea. I will never drop my stocks. I will never drop my passion. I will never drop my trust in Kai Havertz ever. The only thing with Kai Havertz is, can he be consistent? Now can he score against Milan? Can he score in the next game as well? That is what I want to see from Kai Havertz. And Anshulbhai agrees with me as well. Kai has to improve a lot. He had chances he did not take. That is the thing I'm saying, Anshulbhai. He's not consistent. He's a magnificent player on the ball. He's a very good player when it comes to movement and pressing. It's just he needs to be consistent. If he becomes a consistent player, he will only improve. But we also need to remember he's just 22 years of age, and he'll only gonna improve as age goes by, and he only keeps improving. Now, let's get to the Premier League table. And the Premier League table, people, is giving a really good reading so far. Manchester City are first with 23 points. They've smashed Southampton today. Arsenal are second with 21. Tottenham are third with 17. They are playing Brighton right now. Chelsea have got to fourth position now with 16. But the Newcastle fear is really rhyming. Newcastle thrashed Brentford 5-1 today. They sit fifth with 14 points. Brighton are sixth with 14 points. People, we have really gotten a form now, and slowly but surely things are looking good. We also have a game in hand. Let's say Arsenal lose to Liverpool. We win the game in hand. People, it's not been a really bad start to the season. 5 wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats with so many signings. The manager sacked. To be honest, this is not doom and gloom. It's a very good start. We are not very far away. Now, Manchester City are winning the title. There's no chance, not even a chance of us winning a title. But if we win a game in hand, we'll only be 4 points behind City. Is that really bad? We are also just 5 points behind Arsenal with a game extra to play. We are 1 point behind Tottenham with equal games played now. People, the things are not looking too bad now. We are 5 points behind Arsenal with equal games played, 1 behind Tottenham with equal games played, 2 above Newcastle with and less game played, and 2 points above Brighton, who have played 1 game less than us. It's a very good reading, people. We are doing a good job. We are on a good run. The fixture list is still very good for us. So the things are looking very good, people, for us. The only fear for me is Newcastle, and Newcastle are looking really good this season, and they are looking very scary, and that's going to be a good part to see this season. If United or someone drops, Newcastle are ready to take their place. But so far, I'm talking just about Chelsea, and we are doing a very good job so far. We are back on form, and I think we are really doing well so far as well. And I'm sure by agrees, Newcastle look too good this season. I agree. They are looking very good. Trippier, Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes is a massive miss by Chelsea. We should have signed him, but what's gone, that's gone now. Now, going on towards player ratings for Chelsea Wolves. People watching, it doesn't take much. Just one click on the like button. Please, people, let's have more people join us. It's 15 people watching. Let's have 30, 40. Please hit the like button. It means a lot to me. I give a request to you. And along with that, please do subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. So now, people, do participate in the chat now. We are going to rate players out of 10. Please participate in the chat and give your opinion on the chat and which player should be rated what and why. So starting off with the goalkeeper, Kepa Arrizabalaga. He was 7 today because for me, Kepa was really, really good today. I was really impressed with Kepa, people. He was very, very good today, and I was very, very impressed by him. For me, Kepa Arrizabalaga was very, very good today, people. The way some of the Wolves counters were, he immediately came, he gathered the ball, and he helped the team really move the ball very, very, very well. This is where sometimes we know that Edward Mendy really struggles. We have seen Edward Mendy struggling in this particular thing for a long time. I remember Wolves had a lot of counter attacks where Kepa came running, took the ball, and gave a pass easily. Mendy in that situation for me gets scared. Mendy in that situation makes a mistake. Kepa had a very good game. Yes, he did not have some massive saves to make. Yes, he did not have a lot to do in the game, but his distribution was very good. The way he came and received the ball on the 2 counter attacks, where if Kepa did not come, that could have been a one-on-one situation, was very good by Kepa. Now, one incident was named offside, but even then, Kepa was on a risk of a red card, but he calmly won the ball back, and Kepa is looking so assured, people, and it's so good to see. I'm loving this new Kepa, confident, assured, and really doing well so far well. Kepa, apart from the free kick and nothing much to do, good distribution again, a 7 for me too. Absolutely agreed on Chilbai as well. And for me, Kepa deserves 7. People in the chat, if you disagree, do put your player rating in the chat below and we'll have an opinion regarding that. Please, people, participate in the chat. It means a lot. Just a second. Now going to Cesar Azpilicueta, the Capitano. Capitano was fantastic today. Cesar was superb, people. He was a Cesar Azpilicueta I've known. He fought with desire. He ran. He was so good in the final box and he created a lot of trouble. When I saw the lineup, I thought, no Reece James. Where will we create chances? Will we do something in the game? Without Reece James, we cannot do anything. We cannot create. But Azpi came, Azpi really put the ball well. He defensively did his job well. He was very good in the final attacking area. He made some very good passes. Should have an assist. Pulisic should have scored. And Azpi should have an assist. And Azpi had a very good game today, people. A very, very good game today. I have nothing but respect for him. And he was so, so good today, Cesar Azpilicueta. And he deserves a 7 for this game. He should have an assist. He was defensively very, very good as well. And after so much time, after the drab performance against, you can say, Red Bull Salzburg, this was the captain I know. This was the player I've always admired. This is a Chelsea's Capitano. And he was very, very good today, people. I have nothing but respect for him. And he was very, very good today. A very good performance, Cesar Azpilicueta. A very assured performance. Defensively solid. Attackingly, he really did not let us miss James today. He was captain assured. He was really calming the team up. And really did not lose his temper. And it was so good to see, people. He's a real captain. He's a player who plays with heart on his sleeve, passion on his sleeve. And it was so good to see him play well, people. I was so happy. Now going to Koulibaly. Now, against AC Milan, he had a disaster first half. He was disastrous in the first half. Could have had a red. Was not a good performance. People have been criticizing Koulibaly. He's too rash. He does not do things the right way. He gets too rash. He sometimes makes tackles which are not required. So people were a bit angry on Koulibaly. That is Koulibaly good enough? Koulibaly is not doing this. He's very aggressive. But Koulibaly in the second half against Milan was very good. And he's continued that performance. Koulibaly today was very, very good, people. He was very, very good today. The way he handled Wolves' front three was so good. He was not rash. He was not making aggressive tackles. It never looked like he will get a red today. He was so assured, winning the tackles, winning the interceptions. For me, this was one of Koulibaly's best performance along with Tottenham match. Best performance of Koulibaly, people, and I was so happy. Koulibaly, for me, people, is a player I really rate highly. He's a very good player. He just needs time to adjust. We need to give him time. He's coming from Syria to a new country. You need to be calm. But with Chelsea fans, we get too overreactionary. He's not good enough. He's not this. He's not that. But Koulibaly is a fantastic player. He needs time. He needs love. He needs compassion. And he was very good today. He was bad against Milan, so he got his criticism for that. But today, Koulibaly played the way it should be done. Koulibaly was calm on the ball. Koulibaly was assured. He was not aggressive. And it was a very, very assured performance by Koulibaly. This is the Koulibaly I know. This is the Koulibaly Chelsea signed. He was very, very good today, people, and he deserves his praises. He was magnificent today. Aspi was an 8. Most chances created in the first half by him. Good in defense. I agree. I've just given him 7 because in the end, Anshul, the numbers have to come, sadly. And I think 7 is good for me, but I do agree. He can even get an 8. I do agree with you as well. Koulibaly marshaled the defense and controlled the back line. He was a 7. Absolutely agreed, Anshul. He was magnificent today, Koulibaly. And the way Koulibaly is building confidence is only going to give Chelsea fans more positive. Chalobah, Koulibaly, Silva, all are playing well. Chilwell is playing well. James is playing well. So Cucurella is even doing well. So far, people, slowly but surely, the pieces are falling. And slowly but surely, the things are looking much better for Chelsea. And the times are looking much better than they were expected to be. Now, going on, Trevoh Chalobah, people. And Trevoh Chalobah today was very, very good, people, for me. Trevoh Chalobah was fantastic today. The way he worked on the Mount goal, Mount assist one, he was really, really good in that as well. He really took on the ball well, had it for some time, and then gave it to Mount. Mount crossed and Havertz scored. So very good job at Trevoh Chalobah. Defensively, Trevoh was very solid today. Trevoh also had a very good performance against Milan, bar that one Liao chance. And Trevoh, slowly but surely, we all have been begging. I on this channel has been begging for Trevoh Chalobah to get his chances. He's a good player. We should not do a Tomori mistake. And it's good to see that Graham Potter is trusting him. He's a very good player. And Trevoh Chalobah today put up magnificent performance in people. I was so happy. I was so proud of Trevoh Chalobah today. I love him to bits. And his performance today was very, very good. As a young guy, the Cobham players are doing so well. It only makes me more happier. The Chelsea Academy is the one that's carrying us. It's so good to see people. Who would have thought the Chelsea Academy will be the one carrying us nowadays? Earlier days when I became a Chelsea fan, there not used to be many academy players. There used to be Josh McRae, who never used to get their deserved chances. So Chelsea now finally have academy players who are stepping up, who are getting the chances by the club. And the times are looking rosy. And Trevoh Chalobah was so good, people. I love Trevoh Chalobah to absolute bits. He was so good today, so assured today. He's a player who is not rated highly. We talk about James, we talk about Mount, we talk about all the academy players, but we do not give this guy the credit. But so far, Trevoh has been very composed, very good, and he was very good today as well. Chalobah needs to start in back 3. He was a 7. Absolutely agreed for me, Anshul Bhai. Anshul Bhai, also, I will be very curious to see what formation does Graham Potter play against AC Milan. Does he go with the 3 at the back? Does he go with the 4 at the back? So that's going to be very, very interesting, Anshul Bhai, as well. So before we go to the next player rating, people, it doesn't take much. Please hit the like on the stream. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It means a lot to me, people. And please, let's have more people join. Please like the stream, people. It means a lot to me. And please subscribe if you haven't. And now, going towards Cucurella. And for me, Cucurella was not bad, but the worst among the defense. For me, Cucurella was absolutely toasted by Adama Traore. He did not even have 1 inch against Adama Traore. But why I have given him a 6 is because of the block. That block was stupendously world class. That block was so good by Cucurella, because if Cucurella does not make that block, I'm granting you Podence scores and it becomes Chelsea 2, Wolves 1. And last year, Chelsea 2, Wolves 1 became the score. And then what happened was Wolves got an equalizer. So that is a massive, massive point for us today. Cucurella did a massive job on that block. But other than that, he was very poor in terms of the way he was playing against Adama Traore. I think he was getting very much cooked against Adama Traore. So that is the reason I've given him a 6. I was first of all trying to give him a 5, people, because he was cooked by Adama Traore. There were so many times where counter-attacking chances were there. Guedes should have made it 1-0 Wolves. So the game could have been different. But that block that Cucurella made was world class. That was going in the net. And that was Chelsea 2, Wolves 1 written all over it. But Anshul Bhai, he was toasted. He was toasted by Adama Traore, Anshul Bhai. There were so many times Adama Traore put a cross into the box. On some other day, Anshul Bhai, Guedes scores and the game is very different. So Anshul Bhai, I cannot give him a 7 because of the way he was toasted by Adama Traore. It's not his mistake he was put up against Adama Traore, because any defender in the world will struggle against him. But still, I think Cucurella was really toasted by Adama Traore. So I cannot give him a 7, Anshul Bhai. But because of the block, I've given him a 6. Because the block was stupendous and that did not allow us clean sheet to be beaten today. And Wolves to get a chance to come back in the game, because the game could have been very different if the score was Chelsea 2, Wolves 1. Now I move to the next player, that is Loftus-Cheek. And Loftus-Cheek is continuing his good performances. He was defensively solid. I think he defended well. He was good on the ball as well. And I think Loftus-Cheek is slowly but surely getting back to the days we know. He's slowly but surely making a case for being a regular at Chelsea. Is good signs. Loftus-Cheek is looking very good right now, people, and I'm so happy with the rise of Loftus-Cheek. He's a player, I think everyone on the channel knows, who has subscribed, that Loftus-Cheek is a player I've always dreamed of playing for Chelsea. Loftus-Cheek is a youth player I've always loved the most. Cucurella can never keep up against. I agree, but sadly we have to give rating in that terms, Anshul bhai. So this is why I've given a 6. But I also do not disagree with you. I do understand what you mean by that. And RSA did a job, a 7 for me too, because it was so good today for me, people. Please, people in the chat, do put your rating in the option below, 7, 6, 8, 5, whatever. But Loftus-Cheek for me was very, very good today, people. He's looking very assured. He's winning the ball backs. He's really looking a calm player. And I'm so happy right now with Loftus-Cheek because he's doing a fantastic job so far for us. Loftus-Cheek is looking solid. He's looking like the player we have known. He's winning the ball back, driving with the ball, winning the ball back. So it's good signs if you're a Loftus-Cheek fan, especially me so far. So that's the thing as well. Now, going towards Jorginho, and Jorginho was very, very good this game, people. He was very good in this game. For me, some of the forward passes he made was much needed. Now, Jorginho is a player who is criticized for playing backward passes, for being outdone in the midfield. But today, he tackled whenever it was required. The Nunes tackle was so good. That is the thing I need from Jorginho, which he does not do regularly. Nunes was through. It was a counter-attack with Wolves. Jorginho made a tackle and earned a yellow card. Many times, Jorginho skips getting a yellow card, and that harms the team on the counter-attack. So that was good by Jorginho. He made a lot of forward passes today, and he was very good today, people, with the ball. He got in the right position. He won the interceptions, and this was one of Jorginho's finest performances sometime as well. 5. No for me, Anshul bhai. I disagree with you, Anshul bhai. I really, really disagree on this one, Anshul bhai. But it's your opinion, and I respect that. For me, Anshul bhai, I'm in respectful way. I disagree, but I respect your opinion. So people, please put your opinion on the chat below. For me, Jorginho is a 7. For Anshul bhai, Jorginho is a 5. But for me, he made a lot of forward passes today. He was in the right position, and he was looking much like the more attacking Jorginho I want to see at Chelsea. So for me, even if he lost the ball, he was more attacking today. He was more offensive today. That is why I love this Jorginho performance. But Anshul bhai disagrees. Please, people, put your opinion in the chat below, and we can see what the majority thinks. Now, going on the next player, talking about Mason Mount, a player that's been getting unwarranted criticism. He's not good enough for Chelsea, blah, blah, blah. Mount is good enough for Chelsea, and Mount is Chelsea's one of the best player, best talent. And this guy is just not a talent. He's an epitome of hard work. This guy epitomizes hard work, success, talent, and the way he's going about. Because this guy is absolutely workaholic and in a very, very good way. His work effort on that goal got us the ball. People really criticize Jorginho and Mount and say he's a workaholic. He just runs around. People, what is bad in running around? In football, you have to win the ball back. Many people criticize Mount that he really runs around the pitch, does not do nothing. But it's important. It's important. His desire was the one which won us the ball. And the corner kick was going on. The clock was 46 minutes, 58 seconds. Referee was going on. He was just going to click on the whistle. But Mount ran, got the ball back, put it to Chalobah. Chalobah put it to Mount. A very good cross into the box, and Havertz scored. Then on the second goal, people say, Mason Mount is not a technical footballer. He cannot be anything technical. But what a technical play with Pulisic. A very good pass, and Pulisic scores. And Money Mace was beautiful today. Yes, you criticize him. See, people, constructive criticism is never bad. I was not happy with Koulibaly against Milan. I criticize him. I was not happy with Mason's lack of goal this season. I criticize him. But there are so many people that cross the limits, which is not good. Mount is good enough for Chelsea, and he was stupendous today. Absolutely stupendous. So people watching, please do hit the like button so more people can join us. Please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me, people. Money Mace was a 9. He was the one commanding press, and that's a very good point by Anshul bhai. Big up to Anshul bhai. A very good point. Commanding the press is so important effort in the today's footballing world that people do not rate. It's not the old times. Pressing is a big part of football today, people. You have to press the opponent from the front, and Mason Mount was doing that. It was very, very important, and the Mason Mount was doing the pressing that was required, and that was good to see. Mason Mount is the one that leads the attack, and without Mason Mount, I'm telling you, people will look a very different team. Chelsea with Mount and without Mount are a very different team. We can work without Pulisic. We can work without even Havertz, but Mason Mount is the energy of this team, And without Mason Mount, I'm telling you, Chelsea will not be where we are today in the last 2 or 3 years. He is our most important player, and I love him to bits. I love him to bits. A top player indeed, people. Now, going on to Conor Gallagher, and Conor Gallagher again was commanding the press with Mount, and it was so good today. The movements Gallagher is making and how threatening Gallagher is looking in the attacking area, people, is so good to see. Conor Gallagher in the attacking areas is looking so good, people, and that is so exciting. Conor Gallagher scored a beautiful against Palace. I've always told people I love Thomas Tuchel to absolute bits. I love Thomas Tuchel. He's the best Chelsea manager I've ever loved. But the thing with Thomas Tuchel was that Gallagher was never a pivot player. He never was. He never will be. Now, Graham Potter is playing Conor Gallagher the rightful position, and Conor is looking very good. He's looking threatening. He's winning the ball back, and people, Conor Gallagher is looking so good so far. The runs Conor Gallagher made today was stupendous. The positions he was getting was stupendous. His off-the-ball pressing was stupendous. The way he was making the runs behind the Wolves player were fantastic. And people, the signs for Chelsea with Conor Gallagher looking good right now. All the attackers are giving them everything, and signs so far for Chelsea, people, are looking very good. Signs are very good. Corner 7, he was no, I think I agree, Anshul bhai, but in the end you need GA for me. I cannot give a player a 9 when it does not have a GOA. I'm so sorry for that, Anshul bhai, but I also wanted to give him a 9. But Anshul bhai, you cannot give a 9 because I think Mason Mount deserves a 9, Kai deserves a 8, Pulisic deserves a 8. For me, Conor was the 4th best player for Chelsea today. I cannot give him a 9 for me, Anshul bhai. But it's your opinion, and I respect that, Anshul bhai. And people in the chat, please put your player rating of Conor Gallagher below, and let's see what the majority thinks. And people watching, please hit the like button, please subscribe. It means a lot, people. And now, going to the next player. Oh, I'm so sorry, it's just skipped. Christian Pulisic. He was magnificent today, people. Christian Pulisic was out of this world. He was fantastic today. The way he controlled the ball was very good. He had the ball. He was controlling the ball so well, people. And it meant a lot as well. It was so good, people. And right now, he's looking the player we have known. He's the player we have known, we admire. He was really making the off-the-ball runs very well. People on this channel who are subscribed know that I rate Pulisic very highly. My only problem is the over-criticism that sometimes Pulisic fan gives to the manager or the overall Chelsea fan base or Mount. That is what makes me angry. Otherwise, I love Pulisic, and Pulisic is one of the most talented players Chelsea have had, and he's such a good player. If you really utilize him well, Chelsea will be served very well. He's a very good player on the ball. He makes the right movement. He really works on the low gravity. He can turn well. He can hit well. He's a very good player, but we need to back him. We need to be calm, but even he needs to be consistent. Today, Pulisic was aggressive. He was winning the ball. He was contending with the ball. He was dribbling. He was making the runs. He was playing the non-daring, and that was a good thing for me with Pulisic. Today, he was fantastic, and he deserves an 8. He should even have a hat-trick, but the keeper, what's his name? Jose Sa made a very good save, and then Pulisic should have put that header in. So Pulisic could easily have a hat-trick today, but he deserves an 8, and that was a very good performance. And Mount with Conor, we've seen for the first time, and it looks really good against lower teams. Absolutely agreed, Anshul bhai. And Mount and Conor and Havertz and Pulisic looked a very good 4 players that can really trouble team when they play together. Now, Pulisic must keep playing well so that we can sell him. No. I think Anshul bhai, if he plays at this level, I'd rather keep him. If he plays at the way he did today, I will keep Christian Pulisic. He's so young. He's just 24 years old. But yes, if he does not play consistently, that's where I can agree with you, Anshul bhai. Now, going on to Kai Havertz, and Kai was fantastic today. This was a generation Kai Havertz I've known. This is the Kai Havertz I've always praised. This is the Kai Havertz I've always admired. And this is the Kai Havertz people we have known. People watching, I'm seeing, please do subscribe to the channel. I'm seeing no one is doing. Please subscribe. It means a lot, people. And on Kai Havertz, he was fantastic today, people. He was very good. He got in the right positions. He was always in the right place. He won the ball very well as well. And the way he was making the runs into pocket of space was so good. This is where we do not rate that. This is where we do not analyze the things so well. The pocket of space left by Bull defenders, that's where Havertz utilized itself. A normal striker will be lazy, do not get into the positions. Havertz is a player that really does off-the-ball work that we fans do not give him credit for. His off-the-ball pressing, his off-the-ball runs, his off-the-ball occupying pocket of space. That is very important factor for Chelsea people. And this is where Havertz really excels. He was getting into the right positions at the right time, occupying the pocket of spaces left by Wolves. He was leaking the play with your Conor Gallagher, with your Mason Mount, with your Aspilicueta. He was making the run in the boxes. He was a nuisance to Wolves defenders to handle. They were not understanding, should I go with this guy? Should I not go with this guy? He was pressing the Wolves defenders. And this is what Kai Havertz does. The only problem that Kai has is he's not consistent in front of goal. This guy has so many chances. He could literally score 20 a season, but he only scores 5 a season. That is the only problem with Kai. And if he improves that, I'm telling you, people, we have one of the world-class generation talent on our heads if he just converts his finishing better. Now, going on to substitutes, Kovacic for me deserves a 7. He was very good today, people. He came on, he made a very good pass for Broja for the goal, and even he had a pass for before. And Kovacic today made a lot of forward passes, people. And I was so happy with Kovacic today. I was so happy with Kovacic today, people. And this is the Kovacic I've known, this is the Kovacic I've admired. And Anshul, there is a question here, people. Shrey, do you advocate keeping Kai even if it does not improve this season and is inconsistent? For me, Anshul Bhai, he's just 22 years of age. I will keep Kai. I will keep Kai. But if he does not perform at the age of 23, 24, that's where I will have a different talk. But right now, I will keep Kai for the young age he has got and the development he can make. And the talent is there, Anshul Bhai. So Kovacic for me made a very good pass for Broja. He was making a lot of forward passes today. So for me, he deserves a 7. Broja for me deserves an 8. It was a very well taken goal. He took the goal very well. And when he came on, he looked very dangerous with the ball as well. A very good goal by Broja. He's looking so good so far. And people, I'm falling in love with Broja. He is now looking a proper striker. Aubameyang is playing well. And suddenly the competition for places at Chelsea is really brewing up as well. So that's very exciting to see, people, as well. So 71 people watching. It means a lot to me. Please like, subscribe. And thank you so much to support the channel, people. Now, Hakim Ziyech had a very less time on the pitch, so I cannot give him more than 5. He had a very less time on the pitch as well. While we go to Chukwuemeka, he's a 5 as well. Had a very less time on the pitch to impress, so we cannot give him more than 5 as well. And James for me again had a very less time on the pitch, so I cannot give him much. It's a 6, nothing bad, nothing more. Now coming to the manager, very surprised Kai started before Broja. I think Broja deserves a start. I do agree, but Anshul Bhai, Kai started and he scored a goal, so you say the manager got it right. But I do hope Broja gets a start as well. But Anshul Bhai, the positive is that Broja is getting 30, 20 minutes. That's a good sign as well, Anshul Bhai, that at least the manager is giving him 20 minutes a game, and which is good to see, slowly developing him, which is a good sign as well. Now going on the manager rating, and the manager deserves a 9 because he got everything spot on. He rotated the squad. No Thiago Silva, no Raheem Sterling, no Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, no Ben Chilwell, no Reece James, and Chelsea still won. Now many people will say, Wolves had Ruben Neves injured. Wolves had Nathan Collins injured. Chelsea had no Reece James, no Ben Chilwell, no Aubameyang, no Sterling, and we still won 3-0. That's a massive positive, and that is just because of a manager. Our manager so far has played well. He has done a fantastic job. We drew 1-1 against Red Bull Salzburg, where we have played such good football. We won against Crystal Palace, and then we have won 2 matches thrashingly. The football we have played in these 2 games has been so good. We should have won 6-0, 7-0 today. And Graham Potter is doing a magnificent job. Top job. I'm loving Graham Potter, and he's doing a good job. I will never forget about Tuchel. I love him to bits, but it's sadly the time we move on. And Graham Potter has done a superb job so far. The way he's building the team is so good. The way he's building the club is so good. And I'm falling in love with Graham Potter. And Potter is a 10 with 7 changes in the last Premier League games against Palace. Rested key players and still managed to win 3-0. I agree, Anshul Bhai, for me, it's just a 9 because the opponent is Wolves. If opponent was, let's say, higher ranked Newcastle, that would have been a 10. Because Wolves right now are in the relegation zone. This is why it's a 9 for me, Anshul Bhai, as well. So, now people who are watching, 72 people watching, it means a lot to me. It doesn't take much. Please hit on the like button. It will mean a lot to me as well. Please hit on the like button and subscribe button, people. It means a lot to me and keeps me motivated to make more content for you people. So now, let's recap today's video. We discussed a lot of things today. And I'm going to do from the start today. We are going to discuss on a lot of things. So do hit the like button. Do subscribe, people. It means a lot to me, people. It doesn't take much. Just one in on the like button, subscribe button. And people, it only makes my day, people. Please do it. And it means a lot to me as well. So today, again, we started the game very well. It was very good goal taken by Christian Pulisic and Kai Havertz. So very good performance by them as well. On the post-match thoughts I gave earlier in the video, for me, that was a stupendous performance. We were dominant from start to finish. That game should have ended Chelsea 7, Wolves 0. That was a dominant performance. But sadly, again, as always, Chelsea not clinical in front of goal. And that's where we suffered. Otherwise, that was a massive performance by Chelsea and a very good performance. This should have been Chelsea 8, Chelsea 7, Wolves 0. A massive performance. Trevor was good. Koulibaly was good. Cuckoo was good. I think even Aspie was good. Cuckoo was a bit disappointing against Adama Traore. Kepa was good. You go towards the midfielders. Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek were fine. You go towards the front 4. All of the 4, Gallagher, Mount, Pulisic, Havertz were world class. And then you come towards the way Broja scored the goal, Kovacic. It was a very good match for us, people. And a positive we need to build on. Now suddenly Gallagher looks in form, Pulisic looks in form, Mount is looking good, Havertz is looking good, Broja is looking good, Aubameyang is looking good, Sterling is looking good, and we are suddenly having competition for places. Chaloba, Koulibaly, Silva, Aspi, James, Kuku, Chill, Kepa, Mendy, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic, Kante. The team is looking good now, and competition for places is increasing, which is a very, very good sign, people. And by the way, Shrey Cobham is cooking. RLC, Connor, Mason, Reese, Chaloba, Broja. Shut the rivals up on debate as to who has the best academy. I think there's no choice, Anshul Bhai. If people really think the Arsenal Academy, and no disrespect, is better than Chelsea, City Academy is better than Chelsea, United Academy is better than Chelsea, you are having a laugh. You're having a laugh. Chelsea has the best academy in the world, and I'm not hearing anything else. We are one of the best talent producers, and we are so good. We have not even talked about Fikayo Tomori at AC Milan. We've not even talked about Musiala. We've not even talked about Mbappe, who came to Chelsea, but somehow on the trial we rejected him. My God, what we did. Mbappe would have been a Chelsea player if our scouts did not reject him. But what's gone, that's gone. So, going on towards the next part, thoughts on Pulisic. For me, this is the Christian Pulisic I love. This is the Christian Pulisic I'm wanting to see for Chelsea for a long time. This is the Pulisic we know. This is the Pulisic we love. This is the Pulisic we admire. Pulisic was fantastic today. He was world class today. The runs, the positioning, I was so happy with Pulisic. And Pulisic, please bro, be consistent. Because when you play at your best, you are such a good player to watch. You are so good to watch. It's just about being consistent, and you will be a very good player in the future. I really can promise that as well. Going on towards Havertz, and again, Havertz is world class. People do not really appreciate the off-the-ball work he does. Pressing, winning the ball back, occupying pocket of spaces, being in the right position, making the right runs, really being in the right position at the right time. Havertz is world class at that particular things. Only problem with Havertz is the finishing. If he improves that, I think he will be a world class player. And people, again and again, I'll tell you, Havertz is just 23 years of old. Be a bit calm with him. Be a bit calm. He's only 23 years of old. So please back him, give him a bit of time, and he will be a fabulous player, people. I can promise you that. My love, my stocks at Havertz will never drop. But yes, he needs to be a bit more consistent in front of goal. 5 goals, 6 goals a season won't work, people. Going on towards table, and people, now the things are looking much better. 5 wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats, 4th in the league, and things are now suddenly looking very good, people, and really, really enjoyable as well. We are 4th in the league, 5 points behind Arsenal, 1 point behind Tottenham winning the game right now, 7 points behind City, but we have a game in hand. So things are looking better now, and slowly but surely, we are finding a run that's very, very important to finish top for the season. And now coming to the player rating that we did, I'm going to quickly go through that. Kepa for me was 7. The way he came and claimed the crosses was so good to see. So that was important as well. We recapped on Aspi, and we all agreed in the chat that Aspi deserves a 7. Anshul Bhai said 8, but for me it was a 7. And people, please put your opinion in the live chat. For me, it was a 7. Great performance of the captain. He was so assured today as well, which is so good to see. Koulibaly was a 7. We all agreed in the chat that it was one of his better performances, and he deserves a 7. Was solid, intercepting, tackles, calm. So it was a very good performance at Koulibaly. And then on Chaloba, it was a very good performance again. Chaloba was a proper 7 in this game. Calm on the ball, really doing well, and was a magnificent performance at Trevor Chaloba, one of the best performances put. He was so good, and he deserves regular chances in the team, people, because he was magnificent this game as well. You go towards Cucurella, and Cucurella as well. And I'm so sorry, I'm going to end it, Gushan, I'm going to end it in some time, so that's going to be difficult to send the link. And Cucurella for me is going to be 6 today. He was a bit disappointing. I'm really sorry. I think he was absolutely toasted by... For me, it's not going to be possible. I'm doing the video right now just because it's going to be not possible for me to send the link. Really sorry, bro. I would have sent it earlier, but it's going to be difficult for me right now. Cucurella is a 6 for me. For me, Cucurella was absolutely toasted by Adama Traore. It's really, really the way he was toasted on. Yes, I do agree with Anshul Bhai that Adama Traore will toast any defender in the world. Adama Traore will toast any player in the world because Adama Traore is a world class and a fantastic player and a player I always admire. I love him to bits. I will always love him to bits. And thank you so much to Cucurella in the end for the block, because it becomes Wolves 1, Chelsea 2, and the game changes. So many Chelsea fans last year saw Wolves score 2-1 against us and the game ended 2-2. So we know in football that 2-0 is the most fickle lead in the world to have. It takes just one moment of madness and the score can be equalized. So Cucurella did a fantastic job. I will always love Cucurella for that. Magnificent job by Cucurella. Well done to Cucurella. And he was stupendous today. Cucurella was stupendous today in that block, but he was poor against Adama Traore. He was horrific against Adama Traore. Adama Traore should have got the assist for the Guedes one. Guedes should have scored, and that becomes Chelsea nil, Wolves 1. And everybody on the timeline will be criticizing Cucurella for that. So Adama Traore toasted him, and Cucurella for me because of that deserves a 5. But that block where Podence scores the goal and he blocks it is for me earned him a 6. So that is my rating for Cucurella, people. We went on to discuss about Loftus-Cheek, who is really performing well for some time. And for me, he deserves a 7. He was stupendous today. Loftus-Cheek was at his best, and it was so good to see Loftus-Cheek playing well, people. It was so enjoyable, and he's finally building some of the form as well. We go towards Jorginho, and Anshul Bhai said he deserves a 5, and Anshul Bhai was not happy with his performance. But I was really, really happy with his performance, people. For me, this is a Jorginho we have known. This is a Jorginho we have known and admired. And this is a Jorginho people we love, making the forward passes, being at the right position, making the forward runs. This is a Jorginho I love, and he was much more effective today. So this is why I give him a 7. I never mind my players losing balls. I never mind my players losing the ball when trying attacking pass, but at least take a risk. At least take some risk. And Jorginho did that, and he deserves a praise for that. Mount for me deserves a 9. Mount was stupendous today. He was stupendous today, and he deserves a round of applause. And on that note, people, please subscribe and like. It means a lot to me as well. 97 people watching. Please like, please subscribe, people. It means a lot to me as well. Mason was fantastic today. People criticize him. He's a workaholic. He did that. His work was the one which won the ball. I will only say one thing. I've discussed this in detail. Mount is a hard-working kid, talented kid, a person who gives everything on the pitch, and he's a proper role model to follow. He gives everything on the pitch. He has the talent to back it up as well, and he's a player that everybody dreams of becoming. Mount was too superb today, especially when you work hard. For me, your hard work will always beat the talent. You can be talented, but if you don't have the will to work hard, you will not become anything. Mount, he has a talent, but he also had the hard work, which is so important, and he played a very good game today. Had a big part in the first goal. His desire won us the ball back, then that cross and that goal. Nobody knows what happens if you don't score at the end of the half. And then that assist for Pulisic. People say he's not a technical footballer. That was one of the best technical play we have done this season, and a well-built goal by Chelsea and Pulisic and Mount. Gallagher for me was a 7. He was very good. His pressing was very good. But in the final box, I think decision making was on the level I need. So that I give him a 7. But he's so good. And it's so good to see Conor Gallagher doing well. And it's so good to see Conor Gallagher finally playing in an attacking position, which is his best one. Going towards Pulisic, and Pulisic for me deserves an 8. He was stupendous. He should have had a hat-trick today. The right moment. He got in the right places. He was in the right spots. And Pulisic was fantabulous today. He was superb. See, people on the channel, you know I've always loved Pulisic. I admire his talent. My problem has been the over-criticism only that is given when Pulisic does not play to the manager, people being too angry. That's the only problem I have with some Pulisic fans. Otherwise, I love Pulisic to absolute bits. He's a world-class player, world-class talent, but just he's not consistent. If Pulisic can become consistent, the way he runs with the ball, the way he does the low gravity, I love him to bits, and he's such a good player to watch, people. Havertz for me was world-class today, got in the right position, his finish was very, very good as well. He was also occupying the pocket of spaces, pressing well, and I was so happy with Havertz people. I love Havertz to bits, and people, it's so good to see Havertz doing well. I'm proud of him, but only problem with Kai Havertz is the consistency. He has never been consistent, and that's the only problem. Substitutes, Kovacic did not have much, but the assist was so good, so I give him a 7. Broja for me is 8. Fantastic goal, people. Fantastic goal. What a goal. And that's a striker goal. And it's so good to see competition for places at Chelsea now. And is really brewing up well as well. James was superb today. He deserves a 6. He came on. And I think he did well against Wolves defenders. But again, did not have much time. So you cannot give him more than 6. He only had 20-15 minutes to impact the game. I think Ziyech came very late in the last 4-5 minutes. So he deserves a 5. And we go towards Chukwuemeka. He deserves a 5. Going towards a manager rating now. And he deserves a 9. Why I'm not giving him a 10 is because we played Wolves. But why I'm giving him a 9 is we rested main players and they still won comfortably. Played attractive football, thrashed opponents, and we are overall looking good so far. The players in the bench are playing well. So that's an exciting time, people. So people can see I've lost my voice as well. I've really, in this video, I put my passion in. I've lost my voice as well. It was a great victory today. We beat Wolves 3-0. It was an exciting victory. I'm so happy. Up the mighty Blues. It's a great proud moment for me today. 100 people watching. It means a lot to me as well. Please, people, it doesn't take much. Hit the like button. More people can join or more people can watch it afterwards. Please hit the like button, people. It means a lot to me as well. You can see I've lost my voice today with the video as well. Thank you so much for watching. You are the people I do it. Thank you so much, people. I love you all. I respect you all. A great victory for today. Up the Blues, and do not discount Chelsea. I still believe we'll finish second this season or third this season. I'm still very sure we'll be in the top four, and I'm very confident in my team. Love you all. Thank you so much, people. Please like, subscribe. It means a lot. Thank you so much, people. Thank you for